Welcome to Undisputed. We are live from LA. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Woo. How we doing today?
Good. We good, Jenny. We good. We great.
Woo, I want to thank you for yet another case of Diet Mountain Dew, the breakfast of champions, the nectar of the gods. You gave me Dallas plus 13.5 points, and my Cowboys should have won it outright.
Ooh, see? You see?
Outright.
I told you at home. That's what losers do. We didn't get blowed out. At least it was competitive.
Well, thank you very much for that. How about them Cowboys?
No. I want to talk about the Cowboys. We're going to talk about the Cowboys real later. We want to talk about this other team.
Not much later.
That feels premature. We will get to the Cowboys, but somehow Tom Brady did not get it done yesterday. Now I have to hear from Shannon all day. He struggled in his first game with Antonio Brown against the Saints last night. Tampa put up only 3 points against the Saints 38, and Brady threw 3 picks with just over 200 yards while being sacked 3 times. Tampa's only 3 points didn't come until there were less than 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So Shannon, how do you explain what happened to Brady and the Bucs?
To say Tom Brady's struggle is a slap in the face to struggling. Thomas, Edward, Jameis, Winston, Brady Sr. looked awful.
Jameis Winston plays for New Orleans.
Oh, no, because of turnovers. That's what I mean. You knew exactly what I was talking about, Skip Bayless. Okay. You think you're slick over there, but that hurt. You watched it. I saw you tweeting, and I want you listen.
Do you follow me?
No, I don't follow you.
Wait, are you talking? Do you have your own show now?
No.
Oh, okay.
Skip Bayless.
No, I'll just go home if you want me to.
What you do is that you know people are going that follow you is going to retweet me what you said. That you need to stop that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I just tweet. I don't follow.
No,
I don't do anything. I just tweet.
You just tweet. Well, you tweet last night. Was it anything good? You know what I was thinking, Skip? Tom Brady think they won the game. Tom Brady, 70 million people think they won last night.
Really?
Yeah, they do. Skip, look, this Tom needs a clean pocket. Give Dennis Allen a whole lot of credit. They got 4-man, and they got guys, Skip, you know, they got those 2 guards at Angola, Jack Rabbit and Lattimore, that can put hands on people. I love what they did. They say, Jack Rabbit, from the start, you're going to take AB. You follow him around. If he goes to the slot, you go to the slot. He goes outside, you go outside. Lattimore, I know you despise Mike Evans. He despises you. You got him all over the field. So we're going to just mix and match with Chris Godwin because we don't believe he's that elite level receiver yet that everybody has him graded as. So that's how we're going to play that. I thought they did a good job, Skip, of getting around Tom Brady's feet. When they didn't get him, they got him off his mark. And when you can do that with Tom wants to be 7 yards, 8 yards deep behind the center. And they made him move. They got around his feet, you know, had him picking up his feet, trying to move a little bit, Skip. They did an unbelievable job. And when they did, a lot of times they actually got to him and put him on the ground. And when they didn't, they just made him uncomfortable. And so what I saw last night is a recipe. Now, I told you, Skip, on Monday night, if Danny Dimes, if he was competent on Monday night, they would have beat Tampa. Now, I told you, I said, Skip, I see some things with that defense that you can take advantage of. And everything that the Giants didn't take advantage of, New Orleans absolutely did because of the difference in the quarterback play. And when you can do that, the secondary. Now, I don't really put a whole lot of stock in everybody say this or that, but I say, Skip, the weakness of their defense is the secondary. I say they're young and they take too many chances. They guess too much. They're out of position an awful lot. But because of the rush is so ferocious, you don't have to hold up long. But if they can hold up, Skip, they can be had. And you saw last night, they held. Now, this game should have been like 50 to. If Jared Cook has a Jared Cook type of game, Skip, because he dropped it.
Agreed.
He fumbled on the 2. He dropped the touch. He dropped that first down on the 5, and then he gave up the hit on Drew Brees. So for me, Skip, it's really simple. This is not let's say the Saints. The Bucs won't go on and play well. But, Skip, they need a lot of things. Tom needs a lot of things. You can't run the football 4 times. They ran it 5 with the kneel down. I'm not going to count the kneel down. Skip, they can't run the ball 5 times.
You realize that was the fewest in the history of the National Football League? History of.
Skip, you know you're asking for trouble when you ask a 43-year-old. And now they know. They say, oh, y'all not going to even attempt. Are y'all going to disrespect us like this and not even attempt to run the football? You just going to drop him back. and ask him to throw the ball 35, 40 times with no threat of the run, and they just pinned their ears back and they came and got him. Skip, it was an awful night for Tom. Tom did not play particularly well, and I told you this was a thing. He didn't play particularly well. They won the game Monday, Skip, but he didn't play well. Now, Skip Bayless, he loves QBR. Now, Skip tells me a lot of time QBR is the gold standard. It's the Bible.
And you tell me it's not.
No.
So how can you use QBR?
I'm not, Skip, I don't really like to, but I mean, I got lumps all over my head because you hit me over the head with it. It's for good on a scale of 0 to 100, with 50 being average, 100 being the very, very high-end elite, 0 being awful. The man couldn't get 5. Skip, he couldn't get, you know why he got the 4? Why did he get 4, Skip? Because of that. That's what he got. So I just want to know, before I turn it over to you, because I know you want to go on your little tirade.
Is the show over
No,
yet?
it's not over yet.
It feels like it's over.
I just want to know that. Who are we blaming? Are we blaming Todd Bowles' defense, or did Tom Brady not have enough weapons?
Well, what's your opinion?
No. AB,
What
Chris
is your
Godwin,
opinion?
Gronk.
What is your opinion?
Tom Brady.
Because when you turn it over, you're about to get it right between the eyes.
I'm upset. I'm upset that nobody got in Tom Brady's face last night because he was playing like you know what, the elephant left on the showground. And all of a sudden, he's over there just sulking. No. This is why, Skip, you stay out of people's face when things are not going well for other people. Because when it turns and goes wrong in your direction, this is how you look. He looks terrible. He's not the leader that you want him to be if he can't get his stuff together. I would have got right in his face. I said, bro, you need to pick your bleep up.
Oh, I'm sure you would.
I would have said, pick it up. Pick it up.
And he had said, who the hell are you? That's what he would have said to you.
No matter who I am. I'm the guy that's not turning the ball over, that got us down 31 to nothing. That's who I'm not.
My first takeaway from everything you just said is, you better laugh now, because this is the one guy in sports you do not bet against, especially when he is down. And he is way down right now. But you know, when he's way down, what often happens, do you remember what happened after week 4 back in 2014, a fateful Monday night at Kansas City in which they lost
41-14.
41-14.
I remember.
Huh, remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Then what happened? I had to sit and watch that night. I was at ESPN. I had to watch all the ESPN analysts who were at the game completely write off Tom Brady and say it's over for Tom Brady. Poor Tom Brady. Belichick didn't give him enough help, and he's just going to have to go right on home. And what happened after that? He went and won another Super Bowl, and then he won another one, and then he won another one.
If you look at the games, the most lopsided games that he's had in the regular season, he normally follows that up with a Super Bowl. It happened in 2018. He got blew out by the Titans.
He did.
It happened in 2005. He got blown out. So 2003, he got blown out. So
there we go.
I'm not discounting it.
Okay. Here's what I think happened last night. Takeaway number 2. When you have played 21 years in this league, that's a long time, and you have won 6 out of 9 Super Bowls, and you are the undisputed GOAT, and you have been having up to date an MVP caliber season. You're in the MVP conversation.
He was.
At age 43.
Yes.
You know what? Every once in a while, you're going to have an off night or even a really bad night because it's rare that you have them. But every once in a while, it's going to happen. We saw it happen to your man, Aaron Rodgers, just a couple of weeks back on that very same field on a fateful day at Tampa. Remember that?
Yes, I remember.
And we've seen it happen to Russell Wilson, who most people thought was running away with the MVP here. 2 of the last 3 games, he stunk it up. He stunk it up at Buffalo yesterday with 4 turnovers. Last night was one of the 2 or 3 worst games Tom Brady has ever played. Period. End of story.
True.
But here was the painful irony for me of last night. It was actually a double Jeopardy night, if I can make that reference in homage to the late, great Alex Trebek.
Yes.
You were on Jeopardy once upon a time.
I was.
Ernestine and I love and live for Jeopardy, and God rest his soul, he passed yesterday.
Yes.
Fighting pancreatic cancer with a long, hard battle. But back to double Jeopardy. It has been the case this year for these Buccaneers, and most people haven't noticed this, but Tom Brady has picked up the defense again and again and again, because 4 times in their 6 wins, they have fallen behind, sometimes dangerously behind, and here came Tom Brady doing what he always does. Those 4 times were, remember, Chargers at Tampa? Chargers are up with the rookie quarterback 24-7.
Yes.
Green Bay was ahead 10-0. The Raiders, this was at Las Vegas, obviously, jumped up 7-0 and 10-7. And then the Giants at Giants Stadium jumped up 14-3 and led 17-15 going to the fourth quarter. And Brady said, no, not tonight.
Okay.
Yesterday, last night, was very different because while Tom was having a bad night, to me, the defense had a worse night given their standing, their status, their rating. They came in ranked by Pro Football Focus the #2 defense in pro football. They did